finished Edgedancer. I'm already a couple pages into Oathbringer, but I did want to come back to Edgedancer. So, Lift. I have to give Brandon Sanderson credit. One of my favorite authors, his name is Jasper Ford. He does a Thursday Next series and a couple other books, very humorous kind of books, and he's an excellent writer. But a lot of his books have a very similar tone, right? And I think that that's the same for a lot of authors. Well, Edgedancer didn't. It had a tone, but it was a tone completely different than any of the other books, right? So it's like you're reading this whole series of the Stormlight Archives and these, what will be 5 books and 2 novellas and all of that. But this was so refreshing and just amazing how different it was than everything else and how unique of a character Lift was, right? She's not your typical heroine like Vin, right? You're rooting for her the whole way. Half of this book, you're like, she's an idiot. Like, what is she doing? Only to see that she is so smart, smarter than everybody else. And being a teenager and being that smart, she really plays into what people see her as, right? Like what people see her as. And even Wendell doesn't know, right? Like her own Spren is like, is she serious? Like, is she not serious? And it was so good. And I love the fact that she made the right choice at the end, right? She let him go and she had him feel it. So when he goes on to the next books, like you can kind of see where it was. The postscript, there you go. So the postscript at the end, when he explains why he wrote this book, I love that he did that. And I love that he's an author that cares about us as readers wanting to know, how did you get there? How did we get to this point? How is Lift? Who is this? Right? Because if all we had was what was in Words of Radiance, I don't think it would have been enough. So I love the fact that he wrote the novellas. This added so much to the story. It gives you full context of who the character is. And ultimately, it was just such an awesome fit. So yeah, highly recommend Edgedancer. I finished it up. I'm moving on to Oathbringer now. But, well, thanks for following along. Appreciate it.